COVID-19 keeps on changing day by day life in the United States as SARS-CoV-2, the infection answerable for spreading the malady, clears the nation over. The U.S. announced a national crisis in mid-March, and Americans have been changing in accordance with exacting rules and orders training them to remain at home, wear face covers when they do go out, and remain 6 feet from others. Toward the beginning of March, the World Health Organization announced COVID-19 a pandemic, an infection flare-up happening over a wide geographic region and influencing a particularly high extent of the populace. As indicated by the WHO, there are more than 3.5 million affirmed instances of individuals with COVID-19 and very nearly 245,000 individuals have passed on from the ailment, a loss of life that has far outperformed that of the serious intense respiratory condition pestilence that happened in 2002 and 2003. What we can be sure of is that they cause respiratory tract sicknesses that run from the basic virus to such conceivably lethal ailments as SARS, which executed right around 800 individuals. COVID-19 is the principal pandemic known to be brought about by the rise of another coronavirus. Novel flu infections caused 4 pandemics in the only remaining century, which is the reason the reaction to the new sickness is being adjusted from existing direction created fully expecting a flu pandemic. As per the CDC, announced COVID-19 diseases have gone from mellow with no revealed indications now and again to extreme, incorporating ailment bringing about death. Individuals ages 65 and more seasoned, those living in a nursing home or long-haul care office, and individuals of any age with fundamental well-being conditions appear to be at higher danger of creating genuine ailment. Yet, specialists are as yet attempting to build up a total clinical picture of COVID-19, as confirmed by a CDC report taking note of that 20 of the individuals who have been hospitalized for the infection in the U.S. are more youthful grown-ups somewhere in the range of 20 and 44 years of age. While no one knows for sure how the situation will progress around COVID-19, studies of influenza have shown that pandemics begin with an investigation phase, followed by recognition, initiation, and acceleration phases, according to the CDC, and that is followed by deceleration, during which there is a decrease in illnesses. Finally, there is a preparation phase, where the pandemic has subsided, and public health officials monitor virus activity and prepare for possible additional waves of infection. Different parts of the country can be in different phases of the pandemic, and the length of each phase can vary depending, in part, on the public health response. There are numerous things you can do to ensure yourself and the individuals you interface with. Likewise, with a cool, an influenza antibody won't shield individuals from creating COVID-19. The best thing you can do now is deal with yourself the manner in which you would to keep yourself from getting seasonal influenza, says Yale Medicine irresistible illnesses expert Joseph Vinetz, MD. You realize you can get seasonal influenza when individuals sniffle and hack on you, or when you contact a door handle. Washing hands, particularly before eating and contacting your face, and subsequent to heading off to the restroom, and maintaining a strategic distance from others who have influenza-like side effects are the best methodologies now. The CDC also recommends the following preventive actions: wash hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Dry them thoroughly with an air dryer or clean towel. If soap isn't available, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60 alcohol. Stay home if you're sick. Avoid touching nose, eyes, and mouth. Use a tissue to cover a cough or sneeze, then dispose of it in the trash. Use a household wipe or spray to disinfect doorknobs, light switches, desks, keyboards, sinks, toilets, cell phones, and other objects and surfaces that are frequently touched. Researchers are contemplating the infection intently. With the new infection in a culture dish, they are taking a gander at the science and attempting to make medications to treat it, says Dr. Vinetz. There is additionally a lot of exertion in progress to evaluate tranquilizers being developed and a few meds at present accessible to decide whether they are helpful for treating patients contaminated with COVID-19, includes Dr. Martinello. While no pharmaceutical items have yet been demonstrated to be sheltered and compelling for COVID-19, Various existing prescriptions have been proposed as potential investigational treatments. Toward the beginning of May, the Food and Drug Administration gave a crisis use approval for the investigational antiviral medication remdesivir to treat suspected or research center-affirmed COVID-19 in grown-ups and kids hospitalized with extreme sickness. There is as yet constrained data about the security and adequacy of remdesivir when utilized for COVID-19. Yet starter considers have indicated that it can abbreviate the opportunity to recuperation in certain patients. Remdesivir is an antiviral treatment that, as per the National Institutes of Health, was recently tried in people with Ebola infection illness and has indicated guarantee in creature models for treating SARS and Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome MERS, a savage infection that was first revealed in Saudi Arabia in 2012. Up until now, data shows the seriousness of COVID-19 disease ranges from gentle some of the time with no revealed indications by any stretch of the imagination to extreme to the point of requiring hospitalization. The CDC has of late extended its rundown of potential side effects of COVID-19. The manifestations can show up any place between 2 to 14 days after introduction, and may include fever, cough, shortness of breath and difficulty breathing, chills, repeated shaking with chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell. You should call your clinical supplier for counsel on the off chance that you experience these side effects, particularly on the off chance that you have been in close contact with an individual known to have COVID-19 or live in a zone with continuous spread of the sickness. A great many people will have a mellow ailment and can recuperate at home without clinical consideration. Look for clinical consideration promptly on the off chance that you are at home and experience crisis cautioning signs, including trouble breathing, determined torment or weight in the chest, new disarray or capacity to stir, or somewhat blue lips or face. This rundown isn't comprehensive, so counsel your clinical supplier in the event that you notice other concerning side effects.